Speaking of contentious issues, there's a hearing. They're hearing this week.
Not the plan.
Hearing this week on possibly expanding the state civil rights law. What are your thoughts on that? Do we need to expand Indiana civil rights law to include LGBT citizens?
We'll see what the committee comes up with and the recommendations that they come up with. I mean, it went nowhere last session.
But do you support
Again, I'm going to be focused on this part.
But do you support that idea in principle?
I support the idea of not everyone that knows me or who will work for me. My criteria will be: do you have the best interest of the state in mind and your work ethic? And we'll discriminate against no one for any reason. And I ought to just put it that plainly, that no one for any reason, and not start continuing to single out and getting involved in a legislative process that may go nowhere. You listen to the legislators that are leading on this effort saying, you know, as you reported on today, not optimistic.
The Chamber of Commerce argues that that law goes straight to your number one. It ties directly into retaining and recruiting the best and the brightest. And if you go over to Lilly or Cummins, I mean the companies they've been arguing this for 2 years. So where's the gap there?
Well, if you look at, I mean, I can recite stats as well, right? We have more people working than ever before in the history of our state. We've got a 4.6 unemployment rate. We've got jobs that we're looking to train people to fill. These companies many of these companies, not all of them. Batesville doesn't have an HRO. However, they've got a $1 billion plus world-class company that is coming up with some of the most cutting-edge technology in the world. So I'm not going to focus on that issue. I think we have to have balance to where we're not discriminating against anyone. And what confuses this issue is when you see groups like the ACLU 1 year say it's not good, and the next year say it's good, we're going to use it in our defense. You can imagine what I hear from folks when I'm out around the state constantly is a fatigue over focusing on this issue when we are experiencing such job growth as we have over the recent years, or the tourism numbers here where we sit set a record in 2015. I think it's interesting that my opponent as well seems to be laser focused on this issue. I don't think he's gone a day or an interview certainly without mentioning it. He's spending millions of dollars trying to argue that point. It's almost as if he's running for governor of that issue, not of the state of Indiana. But thankfully, the actual job creators are not buying into that. We are seeing record job growth as a matter of fact.
So isn't there a difference between the economy going well and us operating at maximum efficiency and levels? Things could be going relatively well. It doesn't mean that RFRA didn't hurt Indiana. Anyone who was here in 2015 would have to acknowledge that RFRA hurt Indiana.
It's a rough patch. I think we're through it. I think we're through that patch. It was a rough patch. I totally agree with you. But thankfully, we got through it.